Hi everybody, this is Francesca again coming to you from my living room here in Brooklyn. This is video number 2 in a series of 3 that's all about you and your love life and how to start creating the love life that you desire and you deserve. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited about today's video. It's something just really super fundamental. I know this is video number 2, but it's really, the message of this video was really, it's like video 1, it is baseline, fundamental, not only for your love life, but just for your life in general. And so what I really want to talk to you about today is about becoming what I like to think of as a love genius. And what I mean by being a love genius is just by cultivating within yourself the natural, beautiful part of yourself, which is just super, super loving and, non-judgmental, open, radiant, that love within ourselves. If you think of, small children and how joyful they are and how much love that they just radiate from them and how magnetic that is when we see that, if we see it in a toddler or we see it in a 50-year-old, and we all know those people in our lives who are just like, they walk into a room and they light it up and they're just magnetic because they're just so loving, and everyone has, everyone's like, oh, everyone loves this guy, everyone loves this woman, everyone loves that person. And when you start talking about those people, what you find is that those people are so loving and those people are so loved, and we're so drawn to them because they love others, and that's how they approach their life. And so I would really just challenge you because there's so many reasons why we start to get a little shut down. And if you're single and you've been looking for love for a long time, it can start to feel like this very distant thing that's outside of yourself. But what I really want to encourage you is to start looking inside of yourself and to really cultivate, that love that you have in yourself. Cultivate it with the relationships that you have right now, with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your neighbors. Learn your neighbors' names, wave to people on the street. I mean, I live in New York City. I'm saying hello to strangers all the time. They're not always saying hello back to me, but that's okay because it's not about the reaction. It's just about, that's the world that I want to live in. I want to live in a world where you know your neighbors' names, and I want to live in a world where if you're standing next to somebody in an elevator, you can say hello and give a smile, and that's not weird and that's not frowned upon. So, I think we can all agree that the world would be a much better place if we could really just express this love that we have within us. And not only does it make the world a better place, not only does it make you more joyful, I mean, if you need another reason to do it, think about the fact that it actually makes you a lot more attractive. If you think about, if you take two people in your mind and, you think of a guy who's like sullen and, doesn't want to talk to anybody and is like, as he goes about his life, and you think about somebody who's like, hey, hi, open and just radiating and just, obviously cares about his fellow human, it's who are you going to find more attractive? I mean, it's really a no-brainer. And so rather than compartmentalizing love in the way that we can often do, and like, okay, that's reserved for my family, that's reserved for my closest friends, that's reserved for my romantic partner, I really want to challenge you to just start thinking about love as being something so fundamental. It's just who you are, and it's not dependent on having a particular kind of person in your life. It's just who you are, and that's just what you are bringing to the world. And and that starts, of course, with loving yourself and just really truly loving yourself and seeing that your own worth and knowing how worthy you are. And in the next video I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, but right now I just want to really challenge you. How, what does love genius look like for you, and how can you start to create that? Is that a goal that you're willing to take on? Is that something that you can say, like, all right, I'm going to just try every day to be a little bit more loving and just see how my life expands, see how things change, there's really no downside to this. So I really, really encourage you to give it a try. Because, romantic love is not just some such special thing that's in a box that, exists in its own bubble. I mean, it's really a part of our lives, and love is what makes us human. So I really encourage you to just cultivate that within yourself. And that's all I want to say today. So thank you so much for checking out this video. There's one more coming up in the series, so I hope you check that out too. Please visit my website, onlinedatingmastermind.com, if you want to learn more about the mastermind and maybe joining it. And I would love to have you. The mastermind begins on September 23rd and registration closes September 16th. So definitely go check it out right now. Schedule a time to talk to me one-on-one. You can ask me a question in a comment below, or you can hit me up on Twitter at Dear Franny. I hope to hear from you soon, but even if I don't, and even if we never speak, and even if we never meet face to face, I really hope that you can take some of this advice to heart. And I think we're not going to necessarily succeed every single day in being like this giant beam of light, right? Because life happens and sometimes it's easy to get distracted and lose focus. But I think that the first step is just having it as a goal. If we just aim to be more loving, even if we're only this much more loving today than we were yesterday, I mean, that's amazing. The planet would be amazing if everybody aimed for that. So that is my wish for you. That is my wish for myself. That's my personal practice. And I hope that resonates with you. So have a great day. Check out onlinedatingmastermind.com and the first video if you missed it, and the third video coming up soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.